Okay, this morning I'm going to show you how to make raspberry muffins. The recipe itself will be on my website, sandrascookbook.com. It's easier for me just to concentrate on what I'm doing than it is for me to give you the quantities on here. Okay, first of all, I've got some plain flour. I haven't sifted it or anything like that. If I really wanted to bother, all I do is get a whisk in it and whisk it up a bit. It's not going to be that fussy. Here I have some baking powder and some bicarbonate of soda, so that goes in. And here I have some sugar with some lemon zest to give it a little bit of extra oomph. The easiest way of doing lemon zest is to use a zester to zest your lemon, which is one of these things. If you want your lemon rind a little bit finer, as I did then, you just dump it onto a chopping board and chop it with a knife afterwards. It only takes a minute or so and you can get quite fine lemon rind like that. So that's the dry ingredients. Just going to get a whisk and whisk all those into one. Alright, nothing complicated so far. Okay, in here I have some milk and some lemon juice. It was a tablespoon of lemon juice made up to the quantity with milk. As I said, the website has got the full recipe. And in here I have egg, so beaten egg has gone into the mix. The milk goes into the mix. And some oil goes into the mix. And you literally just stir it. You do not want to make it smooth, it should still be lumpy. There's still a load of flour loose here, but now I'm going to put in the frozen raspberries. Don't defrost them. So there's very minimal mixing on this mix. Just going to mix it enough to get the raspberries coated. That's it. Done. Nothing else needed. Clear out the way. And then you have to spoon the mix into your muffin cases. This is a bit of a gloopy job. But even a beginner would have to admit that doing this hasn't exactly been hard work. Actually, this is probably the most difficult bit, is trying to make sure it goes in the muffin cases and not all over your muffin tray. There's nothing else difficult about it. Here we go. Try and make sure you get a few raspberries in each one and not one that has no raspberries in it at all. That wouldn't be too clever, would it? So by putting a bit in each muffin case first of all, you can ensure that that happens. There we go. And just top up each one until your mixture is used up. To a certain stage, it's probably easier just to pull it out of the bowl. Whoops. Doesn't matter if you get a bit messy, you can always clean it off your paper cases and your trays afterwards. Children love doing these because they're relatively quick. And you can actually make them first thing in the morning for breakfast and not have a late breakfast even doing it. Okay, this is a bit short. Oh, I think that one can have some more. There we go. Okay, done. I'm not going to bother to wipe those bits off. It'll be easy enough to do it when they're actually finished. Alright, now if you like a little crunch on your muffins, This is what's known as preserving sugar. It's used for making jams and jellies and things, and it is slightly coarse. It's coarser than either caster sugar or normal granulated sugar. And just sprinkle a bit on the top. How much? Depends on how sweet you want your topping to be. You may not be able to see it when they're cooked because it sometimes does sink into the top, but it still provides a crunch. It doesn't melt so fast. And these need to go in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius for about 25 minutes until they are firm and golden. And I will show you the finished result later on when they come out of the oven. Okay, that's it. How to make muffins. Okay, the muffins have had 25 minutes at 200°C, and as you can see, they're firm on the top, and I'm hoping they're going to be really, really delicious. If you want to, you can sprinkle them with icing sugar, but don't bother until they're cold, because otherwise it'll just melt onto the top of it. You won't see it anyway. But there you go, lemon and raspberry breakfast muffins. Only I've already had my breakfast, so I think it might be 11's muffins for me. Hope you enjoy.